9 months. Cinder 7 flop, Cinder 7 flop, Cinder 7 flop.
Try to take a picture of the sunlight in your hair, but the tears in my eyes make it hard to focus, so I just stand and stare through the tears in my eyes. This is the love of my life right here. This is the end of my night of fear. This is the meaning of ever and ever. This is happiness amplified. This is reality starry-eyed. This is the meaning of ever and ever.
Attention please. Send your collie to the nurse's station. Send your collie to the nurse's station. Thank you.
Guys! Dude, Captain Snuggly Cactus coming with a tier 1 sub from tier 3. Holy crap. Tier 3 sub for 9 months, dude. Snugs, you've been here since the start. I see you. I recognize you. Dude. What the hell? We have a stream baby now, Snugs. What are we gonna name it? It's gonna be like a weird flop dog cactus wolf hybrid thing. Just don't touch it. It probably is gonna stick you with its little needles. Probably just don't touch it. Dude, Captain Snuggly Cactus, I got you covered under collar care from the spikes to the, I guess, water holding roots. I got you covered. Dude, Snugs, I can't believe it's been 9 months. Holy freaking crap. Yeah, it's been a long year. The medic for the ghost. Hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Vloggy Vlog. Welcome in, guys. Guys, today, we're finally gonna beat Anti-Chamber. I know I said we were gonna beat it yesterday, but we're actually gonna beat it today, okay? I promise you, we're gonna beat it today, most likely, hopefully, we're certainly gonna beat it today, probably, maybe, but we are, for sure, possibly, gonna beat Anti-Chamber. And then, once we beat Anti-Chamber, we're gonna move on to the Talos Principle. I'm ready. I think I'm ready to take on the Talos Principle. Noisy One, welcome in. Biko the Wolf, Yainsy, Captain Snuggly Cactus. I have coffee in my hand. I'll tink tink to that. Tink tink. So many more. Rinshiko, hey, Senna. Dude, Senna, where you been? Welcome back. Shugaka, I see you. Lam. Lametheron, what's up? Rex Collie, I see you. William, welcome in, guys. Krakow, what's up? Hi, Krakow. Today, so hey, classroom today. We are gonna learn about arterial blood gases. Something that super tripped me up in school. It's not gonna be the most exciting. It's a little bit more, I guess you more like technical in a sense, but it's interesting. And if you've ever had to learn them, you've probably been confused by them. So let's talk about it. Logical Pop-Tarts. Hey, awesome name, by the way. Logical Pop-Tarts. I love it. Frida, you love learning? Well, great. I like teaching. You better learn. You better learn something. If you leave this classroom and you don't learn a damn thing, then I failed you. I failed you. Or you weren't paying attention. Which one is it? Who are you? I don't remember you. Krakow, you don't remember me? Krakow, you were watching back when I played Surgeon Simulator and Roller Coaster Tycoon. Krakow. Because your drawings suck. Hey, I do the best that I can with what I got, okay? Cut me some slack. You fell asleep and missed all of your classes? Well, guess what? If you fall asleep in this class, nothing. I really can't do anything to punish you. But you shouldn't, because you should be learning. You use a tablet? No, I use a mouse and Microsoft Paint. We only use the highest quality technology, also known as a standard mouse and Microsoft Paint. But we get the job done. Vincent, hey, welcome in. Online 12, hey. Welcome in, guys. Also, King of Uwu. Better not fall asleep. Better not do it. I always learn. Good. You should always learn. Yesterday was fun. We talked about the GI system yesterday. Yesterday, you guys learned about the bowels and the large intestines and the small intestines and the pancreas, which looks oddly like a penis, and the liver and the gallbladder and all the other fun giant tube systems in your body that transport food and poop. And we talked about farts, which is always interesting and always funny. But today we're going to talk about breathing and kidneys. Remember, we talked about the kidneys. We've talked about respiratory system. Now we're going to talk about how they work together to keep your body functioning. But I need to finish this coffee first. You have 50 or so missing assignments, dude. Get You gotta get those together. Also, I'll tell a story in a second. Sam123, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Durvo Deer, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Commander Nix, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Floppy Flock. Welcome in, guys. What? Hello, carbon-based light form. Hello, Blitz. What do you'd be what, like a silicone-based life form, right? Mechanical, electrical. I don't know. What is your base? Commander Nix, I'm doing well. How are you? I got coffee. It's gloomy. Rainy day. It's cold. Couldn't ask for more. Silicone base. Loam. I know where you're going with that, Loam. I'm gonna say Sheehy. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. You only had 30 minutes to sleep today. Okay, King of Uwu. Listen to me. Listen to me. Sleep hygiene is important. It is very important to maintain a good sleep cycle. Go to bed about the same time every night. Wake up about the same time every day, and I promise you, you'll feel better. 30 minutes of sleep, man, it'll catch up with you. As my dad would always say, you can't stretch the banana too far. I think that was his interpretation of you can't light the candle at both ends, right? Because it burns too quickly. You can't stretch the banana too far. Dude, Blaze Inferno coming in with the follow, then the tier 1 sub for 1 freaking month. Dude, guys, we have a new subscriber to Collie Care. Blaze Inferno, you're covered under Collie Care from the flops to the beans. I got you covered. Enjoy your new emotes. Guys, spam the flops or the hypes, whatever you want to just spam something. Spam it all. You want a banana? No. So my dad used to say, you can't stretch the banana too far. And I don't know why he'd say that. But his idea was like, if you take a banana, right, and you stretch both ends, it just falls apart, right? That was his way of trying to say, like, you can't stay up late and wake up early. You can't stretch the banana too far. So, King of Uwu, that is my advice to you. You cannot stretch the banana too far. Can we get a moment of silence for our fallen comrades who bravely fought against the gamers in 2019? Sure. There you go. There's your moment of silence. Bailey's a chicken. Hey, what's up? I'm so used to sleeping 2 to 3 hours a night. I've been doing that for like 6 years now. It's not good. I'm telling you, it's not good. It really isn't. You should be getting 6 to 8. Easy. I get about 7, and I usually get about 7 hours of sleep a night, maybe 6. But I'm telling you, you guys really, oh my god, so many people are so horribly, like, they're just out of whack with their sleep cycle. You guys have no idea how bad it is for your body. I'm telling you, it's really bad. Earth is just a testing planet for the space organization Protoprime. I'm still in the testing stage. I will leave Earth soon and go back to my home planet. Well, hopefully you can take a few of us with you, because I think we all kind of want to leave Earth right now. You know, given that there's a virus tearing everything up because nobody listened. Do protogens get viruses? Sorry, let's do it, Tom. Coffee, computer viruses. Yes, they do. What would the protogen virus be? If we have COVID-19, what would they get? What was that virus? Wasn't there like, you guys remember like a couple years ago? I think it was like 2015 when all those hospitals got hit with that ransomware. You guys remember that? The only reason I remember that, was it like 2015, 2016? You guys remember that? When was that? It was a while ago. I remember when I was living down in Atlanta. The hospital I was working at, we had to deal with that. This ransomware was taking over our computers and locking them down. Huge issue with like patient information and whatnot. Was it WannaCry? It might have been. You're a real hero? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Commander Nix, that's super nice of you to say. Honestly, I found a career, I found something I'm good at, and I made a career out of it. Although I'll tell you what, I sure as hell don't feel like a hero. If anything, the last like 8 months, they so I'm gonna break character for a second to talk about this. So the last 8 months, ever since COVID started, everybody is like, oh my god, you guys are heroes, thank you for what you do, yada yada yada, you know, you guys are great, you know, hospital administration saying that, you know, general populace saying that, friends telling me this. The only feeling I've had throughout all of this, and this is just work related, is disposable. Because like work, so let me give you an example. We are just now at the end of November, having dealt with COVID for 8-9 months. They just announced a bonus for us 8 months into this, right? But here's the thing, it's not like this is an additional bonus. No, we didn't get a raise this year. They stopped paying into our retirement account for about 6 months, right? They stopped doing like the 403b matching. So I didn't get my yearly merit rage. I got rage. I got a lot of that. I didn't get my yearly merit raise. They stopped paying into my 403b for 6 months, the contribution. So I lost out money on my retirement. And they thanked us in every way possible except for giving us more money. But what they did give us was more responsibilities. They gave us more responsibilities. Oh, and they also gave us plenty of exposure to COVID-19. Meanwhile, some of the doctors didn't see patients, in the sense that they would call, there was a phone in the room and they would call the phone and talk to the patient that way. And they tried to give us radiology's job. They tried to make us set up portable x-rays. But they said that we're heroes. But all I felt was disposable. That's honestly still kind of how I feel. But you say they paid you an exposure? Kind of. Not the kind of exposure I want, though.
Cinder bless.
Also, hold on. Crack Possum coming with the follow. Thanks for the welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Yeah, I screwed that up. Yumi Fox coming in with the tier 1 sub for 2 freaking months. Yumi Fox, you're covered under collie care from the flops to the beans. I got you covered. Enjoy your uncommon sheep color. You're green now. Anyways, long story short. Everybody likes to call us heroes, but really we just want to do our job with the equipment given to us. OG Sunbro, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. I have lost like all, I don't want to say respect, but I have like when management comes to me with stuff now, I'm just like, I don't really care. Like, I don't really care what you guys have to say anymore. Oh, well, our patient satisfaction scores are down. I don't really care about that. Dude, I must say, Abby Kawai, Abikawai. I don't even, how do you say your name? Tell me how to say your name so I can pronounce it right. Coming over the tier 1 sub for 1 freaking month. Dude, new subscriber to Collie Care. I'm gonna call you Abby. Abby, you're covered under Collie Care from the flops to the beans. I got you covered. Thanks for the tier 1 sub, and guys, spam the flops, more flops. I'll give you a perfect example of what I'm talking about. So like a month and a half ago, I can call you Abby. Okay, cool. Sweet. That works. About a month and a half ago, they started once like kind of worse. Like, oh my god! What the hell?
Yay.
OmniKey coming in with the tier 1 sub for 3 freaking months. Dude, OmniKey, you're covered under Collie Care from the flops and the beans. I got you covered. Enjoy your rare colored sheep. You're blue. Now you're blue. pretty sad how American healthcare system is run from the top. Rinshinko, oof. Without getting onto my soapbox, yes. Back in like late May, early June, when we were kind of like in the heat of everything, right? When COVID cases were spiking again, and like we were still in the middle of lockdown. God damn it!
Everybody do the flop, Cinder 7 flop.
Mythical Red Fox coming with a tier 2 sub for 4 freaking months. Mythical Red Fox, I got you covered under premium collie care, from the red tail to the fox ears. I got you covered. I screwed that up, but you got it. Dude, 4 freaking months. Guys, hold on, I'm trying to complain about stuff. So, back in like May, we got a hospital-wide email. Okay, so get this. We got a hospital-wide email from our CNO, our chief nursing officer, who's like the administrative head of nursing, right? So like our boss's 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 boss, right? Like almost all the way up to the top of the ladder for nursing, right? Our CNO. They sent out an email with a vision statement. They, in the middle of a pandemic, when we are getting our butts kicked and running out of supplies, came up with a new vision statement. Amazing. Ah, that's gonna save so many lives. A vision statement. Meanwhile, we ran out of contact isolation gowns. Woo-hoo! And we were wearing patient gowns while going into COVID rooms because we didn't have any disposable gowns. But hey, got that fancy new vision statement. Oh good. Glad that you make $200,000 a year. Love it. Neo Pollution coming at the Neo Pollution, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Fobby Flock. Welcome in. You gonna commit tax fraud? Don't do that. You'll end up in jail. I learned how to write vision statements in business school, and out of the oodles of useless information I learned, that has to be the most useless. It really, I mean, like, so back in like early October, they started telling us like, okay, the State Department's gonna come around and start doing their yearly like safety rounds, right? Joint Commission, which is the accrediting firm for the hospitals, was gonna come around and start accrediting us again. And I was sitting there in like our morning meeting, and I was like, so I don't really give like I don't really give a shit what JCO or State has to say, because where were they when we wore the same N95 mask for 3 months in a row? Suddenly that's okay. But now that everything's calmed down, you guys can come in and nitpick that we put tape on the door. Like, that's the kind of stuff that drives me up the wall. Safe Z51, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Fobby Flock. Welcome in. So I'll give you an example, right? So Joint Commission, when they do their accreditation rounds, they will get onto you for the stupidest stuff, right? Like having drinks at the nurses station, right? If you have like adhesive tape on the walls, right? Or if like your pill crusher isn't properly whatever calibrated or something. They get you for like the stupidest things because they need to justify their existence, right? And their idea is that they are there to help protect the patients and to help protect the staff, with a focus and emphasis on safety and quality control, right? Well, apparently during a global pandemic, they can just not, it just doesn't matter. Because per JCO standards, we are only allowed to wear an N95 mask once. It is disposable. You wear it once, you take it off, you throw it in the trash. The next time you go in that room, you get a new one. That is, and you're not supposed to wear them from patient to patient, right? You're supposed to use their one-time use, right? Well, apparently all that was made up because COVID happened, and suddenly we can wear the same N95 mask for weeks in a row across multiple patients, multiple shifts, multiple days. So apparently it didn't matter, but now it does again. I don't really care about what they have to say. I really don't. If it's of any help, I always vote for hospitals funding on ballots. Well, thank you. Although a lot of that goes to the administrators, not really us. That major sucks. I'm in the same boat being a janitor at college. They haven't filled 12 empty positions and no raise this year and next year. They don't plan on hiring till next. So that's when, CJ, that's when you do what you can. Don't stress yourself. Don't work yourself to the bottom. Just do what you can.
Let go to pet Thar Doggo.
Dude, Sergolito coming out with the tier 1 sub for 4 freaking months. Sergolito, you're coming under Colicare from the... Are you, wait, what are you, Sergolito? From the something to the tail. I got you covered under Colicare for some, I don't even know anymore. It's a hot mess. Colicare is a scam. Don't tell anybody it's a scam. I made it up, it doesn't actually insure you for anything. A circle, that's what I thought. But I don't know. Could be a name. From the Wisconsin cheesehead to the whatever claws you have. You're covered. Anyways, I'll stop bitching about work. You guys want to learn about blood gases? You guys want to learn about gas? You want to learn about gas? Not that kind of gas. Chat, no, not that kind. Different types of gas. So, let's talk about blood gases. What we call arterial blood gases, ABGs, or also known as like acid-base disorders. I guess you can call them. We'll call them ABGs. Arterial blood gas. Have you ever had them taken on you? I have not, but I've seen plenty of them done. Who has ever, raise your hand if you've ever had an ABG done? Have you ever had arterial blood gas drawn? Usually done by a respiratory therapist, and they usually stick you in the wrist or right in the elbow, or in the antecubital, like right in the bend of your elbow. Most of the time we go in the wrist. 6 times, hurts like hell. I've heard that it hurts like hell. Dude, Shifter! Coming up to tier 1 sub for 1 month, dude! A new subscriber to Colicare. Shifter, you're covered under Colicare from the flops to the beans. I got you covered. Bam the flops. Bam the flops. Let me switch my coffee mug and my water mug. That's a cute rig. Well, thank you. That's a nice compliment. Take notes, class. Yes, write that down. Write that down. You better be writing down. Oh, hold on. I didn't do my thing. You guys know what time it is. Time to sit down. Time to shut up. Put your ass in that chair because it's time for class. Capricus, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. So, ABGs, if you had these drawn before, you know that they're uncomfortable, and we usually have to stick people in the wrist. Because that's probably the easiest artery to hit. OmniQ, it's not like your normal blood test, not quite. So it's different in the sense that we are getting arterial blood. If remember, if you remember from a while ago when we talked about the heart, arterial blood is blood that's moving away from the heart versus venous blood, which is blood that's moving towards the heart. So when we draw normal blood samples, like when you go in and get blood work done at your doctor's office, or if we put an IV in, that is all venous blood, right? That's that dark, kind of very deep red, almost maroon looking colored blood. That is venous blood, okay? That is blood that is returning to the heart to go to the lungs and get reoxygenated, essentially. So you can think of it, I don't like to say deoxygenated blood, but it is, for lack of a better term, deoxygenated blood, right? Arterial blood is blood that's coming from your heart that has oxygen on it. It's oxygen rich, right? So when you feel a pulse, when you feel a patient's pulse or your own pulse, so everybody feel your radial pulse right now, that is your artery. That is blood moving away from your heart. Dude, Moss! Moss! It's Moss the Fox, guys! It's Moss. Moss, take, bro! Also, Moss, give me that money, bitch! Okay, also, real quick, does anybody, anybody know how? Do you guys know how to palpate your or feel your radial pulse? So real quick, because I just like to teach this, and it's good to know. Take your right hand. If you have, I'm assuming if you don't have both your hands still or both your arms, then you can do your carotid. But take your right hand, put your hand palm up in front of you. Okay. So you should have your palm up with your thumb pointing out. Okay. Take your index finger and your middle finger. And on the Dude, Poof the Panda Dragon, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Foamy Flug. OmniKey gifting out a tier 1 sub to OG Sunbro. Dude, OmniKey, thank you. OG Sunbro, you're coming under collar care from the gamma radiation to the sunburn. I got you covered. I'm trying to learn. How dare you interrupt class? Okay. So, right hand out, palm up, thumb pointing out. Okay? You're going to go right to about where your arm and your hand meet. So your wrist, okay? Pretty much like the outer edge of your arm. So your forearm. Okay? Right about where your wrist meets, you'll feel a little notch. Take your index finger and your middle finger and kind of lay it in there, and you should be able to feel your radial pulse. I'm taking mine right now. Let me know if you guys find it. Can I draw it? Do this. Like that. Kind of on the outer edge. That's not where I expected to be. That's where it is. Is there a preference to where a pulse is taken? Yes. Actually, yes. William, when we're doing like codes, cardiac arrests and CPR, we check central pulses. So carotid, which is your neck, femoral, which is your groin, and then sometimes brachial too, but generally speaking, it's going to be carotid and femoral pulse. So your carotid pulse, and this is completely off topic because this has nothing to do with ABGs other than maybe this, because this is where we generally do our ABGs from. Makes me feel squeamish. Did you guys find it? You don't feel anything? I'm dead. Vextra, it's there. You find it. But your carotid pulse, which is in your neck, your carotid artery, you never feel for a pulse with your thumb. Your thumb has its own pulse in it. It's weird. You never feel for a pulse with your thumb. You always use your pointer finger, your index finger, and your middle finger. Those two fingers, just like in the picture. Take those two fingers, and if you go in your neck, okay, so kind of on the, I don't really know how to describe the carotid pulse. You just know where it's at. And then your femoral pulse is down in your groin, but we're not going to talk about that. Anyways, so this is where we generally draw these from. You can also do the brachial artery as well. Kai Aiden, hey, dude, Kai, ABGs. Kai, did you get when you first learned ABGs in school? Kai, did you get them? Because I sure as hell didn't. So, arterial blood gases. What is the point of checking arterial blood gas? It can give us a lot of information. On top of what we need to know about patients' metabolic and acid-base balance, right? We can also get a lot of things from here. We can get some electrolytes, some of your metabolic profile in here. We can get your oxygenation status, that kind of thing. There's a lot of information we can get here. But there's three primary things that we're going to focus on today because we're not going to go into too much detail with it. We're going to stay with the basics. The important things that we're going to take from this are, there's three things. There's three values. You got your pH, your partial pressure of carbon dioxide, and your bicarbonate. These are the three main values that we're going to focus on today. Does everybody know what pH is? Acid base, yes. Acidity and alkalinity, right? So if your pH is lower, you're acidic. If your pH is high, you're alkalotic. Or basic, because you basic. Don't be so basic. Essentially, it's measuring the amount of hydrogen ions. Is for technical terms, but just think of this as acidotic versus alkalotic. So is it acidic or is it alkalotic? Okay, your body tries very hard to maintain a pH level between 7.35 and 7.45. That is a normal blood pH. That is the range at which our body's metabolic processes and chemical and all the chemistry in our body, this is the pH that is optimal for that process. When this gets out of whack and either gets too high or too low, those systems start to break down. So our body spends a lot of time and a lot of resources to maintain a pH level of 7.35 to 7.45. Important. The toxic people have low pH? Not quite. Not quite. Well, actually, technically, kind of. We'll talk about that. Your deemed medical question. Oh, God. I'll take notes for biology class in the future. I'm taking notes. Can you please tell me details about kidney and liver do? I did a whole lecture on the kidneys. If you want to go back and watch it, I did it like a week or two ago. I recommend you go back. Long story short, your kidneys filter. Kidneys do a couple things. They filter and they manage blood pressure. Your liver does a lot. Your liver filters blood and toxins. It creates bile, and it also breaks down nutrients as well. That's the basics. I'm not going to go into much more than that. If you want to go watch my lecture about the kidneys, I recommend it. We talk about the kidneys and the glomerulus and all the other fun stuff with the renal tubules. Go back and watch that. Also, remember, it's very basic. A lot of my teachings are very basic because there's no need to go into the advanced stuff unless you have a desire to do so. So, pH, the acidity or alkalinity of the blood. Okay, we can see that on our arterial blood gases. It's one of the three values that we're going to talk about today. 7.35 to 7.45. Okay. Partial pressure of CO2, we are measuring essentially the amount of dissolved carbon dioxide in the blood. So carbon dioxide, as we know, is a waste product, right? We breathe in oxygen. We breathe out carbon dioxide through our lungs, okay? But what happens with carbon dioxide? If you have high levels of carbon dioxide in your blood or dissolved carbon dioxide in your blood, it turns into carbonic acid. And when CO2 turns into carbonic acid, your pH goes down. You become more acidotic, right? Because it's an acid, it's acidic. More carbonic acid in your blood, or rather, let me phrase that. The more carbon dioxide in your blood, the more of it turns into carbonic acid, the lower your pH goes. Okay? Our body regulates this through respiratory drive. Black Lab Ceramic 6 foot follow. Welcome to Flobby Flock. Welcome in. Your body can manage this through respiratory drive. So when you breathe out carbon dioxide, thus lowering the amount of carbon dioxide in your blood, thus lowering the amount of carbonic acid in your blood, thus preventing your pH from dropping. Okay? Okay. If, for example, you hyperventilate, so you're breathing really quickly, right? You're doing like that. You are breathing out a lot of carbon dioxide. So if you hyperventilate, if you breathe quickly, Turned Up Pop, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Flobby Flock. Welcome in. If you breathe out very quickly, you breathe out a lot of CO2, which means the amount of carbonic acid in your blood decreases, which means that you become alkalotic, or the amount of acid in your blood goes away, you become more alkalotic, right? And we'll talk about some of the things that happen with this here in a second. But the important thing to know is that your lungs manage this. Big old lunges, right? Do like this. There's our lungs. Okay, so oxygen comes in, carbon dioxide goes out. Okay, as you breathe out more carbon dioxide, you have less carbonic acid, your pH level rises. Okay? Bicarbonate. Bicarbonate is managed by the kidneys and is managed specifically by the renal tubules. Remember when we talked about the kidneys? You had your had your glomerulus. All right, then you had your Bowman's capsule. Something like that, right? There's your nephron, right? So bicarbonate is somewhere within here, within the renal tubules. Your body decides how much carbonic acid or how much bicarbonate it wants to get rid of through urine and how much it wants to send into the blood. Okay, so your kidneys manage this. And I'm not going to go into too much detail because it gets into a lot of pathophys and chemistry, and I'm not that smart. But just know that bicarbonate is managed down here in the kidneys. Okay, bicarbonate is basic. It's an alkaline. It's basic. So if your kidneys decide, hey, we're going to dump a bunch of bicarbonate from the renal tubules into the blood, your pH level is going to rise. You're going to become alkalotic. This is how your body manages. pH cannot change at all. A quack went to jail pushing the quack. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So your kidneys manage this. I'm going to use some terms here that make sense. So think of this as respiratory. Think of this as respiratory pH management. So your body's way of managing your pH levels through a respiratory drive. Think of this as metabolic. Okay, because these are going to be important to know. So respiratory and metabolic, those are going to be the two main systems that regulate the pH level of your blood. Also, real quick, normal values for PaCO2, 35 to 45 millimeters of mercury. And then this is 22, 26 milli equivalents per liter. Those are going to be your normal values. Let's talk about inverse problems now. Now, we're talking about basics. OmniKey, take care. Thanks for stopping by. Now you're manually breathing. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Also, while we're talking about breathing, real quick as a sidetrack, you guys ever heard of squared breathing? I think I've talked about this before. Or triangle breathing. A good technique to use for anxiety. Have you guys heard about this? Squared breathing hurts my head? Really? Is this biology or yoga? Both. So squared breathing is something you can do when you're having like anxiety, or you're feeling panicked, or you just need a second to kind of catch your breath. Squared breathing. Breathe in. Hold it for a few seconds. Breathe out. Hold it for a few seconds. Breathe in. Hold it for a few seconds. Breathe out. Hold it for a few seconds. And you just keep doing this over and over and over. And what you can do is you can even sit there and just think of a square, right? When you're breathing. Take a deep breath in. Hold it for a little bit. out. Hold that empty air for a little bit, then breathe back in. And what I like to do is when I do this, I get kind of panicked and I do this. I literally imagine as I'm breathing, I imagine the square being drawn like this. And I just do that over and over again. You can do the same with triangle breathing as well. You just do in, out, hold, or however you want to do that. You can do it in any combination that you want. You can do in, hold, out as well, or you can do it anywhere you want. Anyways, side note, just because we're talking about breathing. Okay, so let's bring this all together. This one's gonna be kind of a shorter lecture because we're only gonna talk about the basics of this. So, arterial blood gases. With arterial blood gases, we can look at a lot of stuff, but primarily we're focusing on three major things. The pH level of your blood, which tells us how acidic or alkalotic your blood is. Normal range is between 7.35 and 7.45. Partial pressure of carbon dioxide, which gives us an idea of how your respiratory pH management is functioning. More carbon dioxide equals more carbonic acid, which means more acidity, which means lower pH. Normal PaCO2 is 35 to 45 millimeters of mercury. Bicarbonate, which is excreted and managed in the kidneys and the renal tubules, is a basic or alkalotic solution that your body can use for metabolic pH management. Too much bicarbonate in the blood means your pH level goes high, which means your blood becomes alkalotic. Okay, so why does this all matter? This is why it matters. We can tell if a patient is sick we can get an idea of where there are problems with these three numbers. Two Kinds Flora, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Dude, I remember reading that comic back in like middle school. That was like my actual one of my first exposures to furry was that comic. I know it's supposed to be a lower pH. God, okay, fine, I'll fix it. Are you happy? Are you happy? Wait, which one? Two Kinds. The comic Two Kinds. I remember reading that back in I was like 2006. I think is when I found it. 2005 even. Thanks, Hyena. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. It's still going. I haven't followed it in years. I would be so behind. The one made by Markiplier's brother? I think I knew that. Alachi Volta, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Okay, so this is why it matters. So with these three values off of your arterial blood gases, we can figure out what is, or at least get an idea of what's causing your sickness. So if this is normal, this is normal, great. You're in homeostasis, great, good job. Your body's functioning normally, okay? Everything's normal. But let's say you have a patient who comes in who is septic or something. We'll talk about all that stuff in a second. Let's say we get this back and we say, hey, their pH is down. What does that mean? If your pH is low, what does that mean? It means that their blood is what? Is it acidotic or alkalotic? Acidic, correct. It is acidotic. So their blood is acidic or acidotic, right? So we say, okay, their pH is low. Their partial pressure of carbon dioxide is high. And we'll say that their bicarbonate is, we'll just say it's normal for sake of argument. So if their pH is low, but their carbon dioxide level is high, where do we think that acidity is coming from? What do we think has become impaired? What is not functioning properly? Remember, what manages PaCO2? Your lungs. Kidneys? No, not quite. Stomach? Not. When did we talk about the stomach? Loam, you're correct. It's the lungs, the lunges. So, if their carbon dioxide level is high, it means that their lungs aren't working to manage that pH. So your body says, hey, we've become acidotic, and your body senses that, and your body says, okay, well, let's try to manage that with breathing, right? But their PaCO2 is high, it means that there's something going on with the lungs. I feel like some mention of PaO2 and SpO2 is important too. Yeah, I mean, it can be. I'm not going to get too much into that. Because Kai, that is important, but you don't really, like, you don't need to know all of that, right? Because I'm not going to get into all the other stuff that manages with, like, you know, how much that gets way too complicated for what I'm trying to teach. I just want to teach the difference between, like, respiratory and metabolic acidosis and alkalosis, some of the causes of it, right? Because Kai, I even thought about, like, you got to remember, there's like partially compensated, uncompensated, fully compensated to all of these, right? And all the different intricacies that can happen with it. I'm not getting into that. That's too much. But yes, okay, so this would be what we call a respiratory acidosis. Because they're acidic, their blood is acidic, and the primary cause of that acidity is coming from the respiratory drive, because their CO2 is high, which means that they are not breathing off enough CO2, which means there is something going on in the lungs that is preventing them from doing that. What are some of the things that can cause respiratory acidosis? Well, respiratory depression. Okay, so if you think of things like, okay, drugs, for example, opioids cause respiratory depression. You stop breathing, right? The CO2 in your blood is going to start to accumulate because you can't breathe it out, right? Respiratory failure, right? So if you just stop breathing in general, okay? COPD. And you have that constricted airway, right? You can't move as much air in or out, right? So you have challenges with your breathing, causes you to retain CO2. Pneumonia. Same thing, right? Anything that's going to impair your ability to breathe most likely is going to cause some kind of respiratory acidosis. Nancy Foxy, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Floppy Flock. Welcome in. So, for example, if you have a patient who comes in, actually, I don't want to quite get there yet, because we'll talk about that in a second. Now, let's reverse this. Let's say your pH is high. Now your blood is alkalotic, right? Your blood has become alkalotic and your CO2 has dropped. What do you guys think would cause CO2 to drop? What would cause you to breathe very quickly and like hyperventilate? Because remember, when you hyperventilate, when you breathe quickly, you breathe off more CO2. When you hypoventilate, you breathe slowly, you retain CO2. So what do you think would cause somebody to hyperventilate or breathe quickly? Stuff Wolf, hey, welcome in. Adrenaline? Kind of, yeah. Exercise? To a degree, yeah. What about anxiety? Panic attacks? Can happen. Start breathing really quickly, right? You remember, why do you think when people are having panic attacks, the old breathing into a bag? You guys remember seeing people do that? Breathing into a plastic or a paper bag? That helps them recapture some of that CO2 that they've breathed out. That's the whole idea behind that. It helps them recapture some of that carbon dioxide because they're breathing so quickly and losing so much of it that their blood becomes alkalotic. And this happens very quickly. It can happen very quickly. Hey Scrappy, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. This is what we call respiratory alkalosis. Here's my thing. There it is. Stray Tail,
Cinder 7 flops, 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 Cinder 7 flop.
Straight Hill coming in with 100 bits. Make it Tux dance. Look at that werewolf go. USDA Prime. Cinder 7 flop, Cinder 7 flop, Cinder 7 flop. Am I using Suva? No, this is VC Face. VC Face. Hold on, I have a thing for it. Boom. There we go. You still look like an Animal Crossing character when you put on that face. What? This one? Okay. This is what we call respiratory alkalosis. Maybe I can fit it in there. Separate that like that. So hyperventilation will cause this, right? People who are in pain, who are sitting there kind of like because they're hurting so much, right? And you can do it if you breathe quickly like that for a while. You start to feel kind of like crap, and you got to slow down your breathing. Okay, so this is a hot mess the way I have this set up. Hold on, let's do this. Know that respiratory acidosis is usually caused by something that impairs or slows down your breathing. Hate you, eraser. Ah. Okay. So respiratory acidosis and respiratory alkalosis. Okay. What do you think? What do you guys think is going to come next while I'm working on this? Hold on. Wait. What do you guys think this would be? This one right here. Think about it. We've talked about bicarbonate. Bicarbonate is a basic solution managed by the kidneys and what we call metabolic pH management, or what I'm going to call metabolic pH management. So, if your pH is low, you're acidotic. If your bicarbonate is low, if bicarbonate is a basic solution, that means that the problem is somewhere within the metabolic management area. Loam, you're correct. Renal acidosis, kind of, you just call it metabolic acidosis. So metabolic acidosis, so this is where, due to something that's going on within the metabolic process, you are losing bicarbonate, or you have low levels of bicarbonate, which means that your blood becomes more acidic. Some things that can cause this: diabetes, diabetic ketoacidosis can cause this, right? You go into a state of metabolic acidosis. Infection can cause metabolic acidosis. Septic shock can cause metabolic acidosis, right? Renal issues, renal failure can cause metabolic acidosis. This one and this one are probably the two most common. We see metabolic acidosis all the goddamn time with septic patients. We see respiratory acidosis all the time with our renal or with our pulmonary patients, our COPDers who can't breathe. Let me see. Actually, I have a value that'll probably only matter to the people who understand this stuff, but I have my lab value Hall of Fame. The lowest pH I have ever seen. Kai, are you still here? I want to see if you've seen lower than this. What does keto mean? Keto is referring to the ketones, right? So when you break down fat instead of glucose for energy, you develop ketones, which is a byproduct. Hi, I had a patient with a pH of 6.8. I'm sure you've seen lower in the ICU. That's pretty damn good. She was not well at 6.8. She was not good. Not doing well. Have you seen, what's the lowest you've seen? I recommend, Kaya, I keep a list of lab values on my phone. I call it my lab value hall of fame, for all of the crazy things that I've seen. That one was pretty good. The lowest temperature I've seen. Ah! I've seen a patient with a temperature of internal body temperature of 82.1 degrees Fahrenheit, which is basically dead. Basically dead. Have you ever seen anybody with sludge for blood? It doesn't really work like that. Not that I know of, at least. If they have sludge in their blood, they're dead. There's like no tolerance for these values. They're really, I'm telling you, there really isn't. I mean, your body can compensate. So here's the thing, Loam, is when these things get out of whack, and we'll touch on this in a second, your body compensates for it. So this system right here, between your lungs and your kidneys and whatnot, they work in tandem together. And we'll talk about what we call compensation here in a second. But we got to talk about one more thing here. What do you guys think would this be? You guys have seen all the other ones. The music's a little loud. Let me turn it down. Is that better? You guys have seen the other ones. You kind of know the trend here. What would we call this? We know it's metabolic, right? Because our bicarbonate's high. And our pH is high. When your pH is high, you are alkalotic. So this is metabolic alkalosis. I don't think I've ever actually seen anybody in a metabolic, alkalotic state. If I have, we didn't really pay attention to it. Some of the things that can cause this, excessive vomiting, and like if we put an NG tube in and empty your stomach contents, that can cause you to go into a state of metabolic alkalosis. Here's why. Your stomach acid, as we talked about yesterday, is full of good, juicy hydrochloric acid. Well, if you remove all that hydrochloric acid from your stomach, it actually creates your blood and makes your blood into an alkalotic state. You get metabolic alkalosis. So vomiting, GI tubes, that kind of thing. If you use excessive antacids, so like Tums, and you have really impaired kidney function, you can go into a state of metabolic alkalosis. Only thing, what was the other one? That's really all I got. Loss of stomach acid, vomiting, NG tubes, and antacid use. There's also something with potassium that can cause this as well, but would food poisoning do that? If you vomited enough, eventually, yeah. So I'm gonna throw a curveball at you guys here. What do you think this is? So here, let me actually... So, what's the first thing we need to do? First thing we need to do is identify whether or not the blood is acidic or alkalotic. Is this blood, in this specific example, is our blood acidic or is it alkalotic? The pH is down. We have a low pH. What does that mean? Does that mean that the blood is acidic or alkalotic with a low pH? It better not smack me in the head. I've had enough head injuries today. Krakow, don't get hit in the head. Please don't get hit in the head. Acidosis, correct. So, we know that we're acidotic. What is causing our blood to be acidotic? Remember, we have our two markers here, right? One of them's basic and one of them's acidotic. So where is the acidosis coming from? pH is low, our CO2 is high, and our bicarbonate's high. Too much CO2. Kai, it's not fair. You know this, Kai. You know this. So the CO2 is high. Okay? So the pH is low, so we're in acidosis, and the CO2 is high. So we know we're in respiratory acidosis. But what about this? There's a helicopter flying over. But what about this? Why is the bicarbonate high? Kai, don't answer this. I feel, Kai, you know this. Why would the bicarbonate be high? Bicarbonate's a basic. Why would you have a high level of a basic solution if you're in acidosis? Why would that happen? Why do you think that would happen? You'll be quiet, Kai. It's not, you don't have to be quiet. Just, you know this. I want to see if other people can figure it out. Because this took me forever to figure out. And Frida, yes! 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 Thank you! Your body is compensating. Your body is trying to compensate for that acidosis. Your body says, hey, respiratory system, what the hell are you doing? We have all this CO2, our pH is dropping. We need to compensate. We need to fix this. So this system, working the way that it does in tandem, tries to compensate for it by producing more, by excreting more bicarbonate. So this is what we would call respiratory acidosis with metabolic compensation. Now, the level of compensation depends on what the pH is and what the bicarbonate level is. So you can have what we call fully compensated respiratory acidosis, right? Which means that if these were both high and this was normal, it means it's compensated properly. This would be partially compensated because you're compensating and it's working, but it's not quite there yet. You can have uncompensated, which is when this would be, for example, this right here is what we call uncompensated because bicarbonate is not compensating at all. Whereas this is partially compensated because the pH is still out of whack. Let me throw another one at you. What do you think? What do we first? What's the first thing we look at here? First thing we look at, are we acidotic or alkalotic? We're acidotic, right? Our pH is low. We're in an acidotic state. Where's it coming from? Where is this acidotic coming from? Or acidosis, rather. Where is this acidosis coming from? Loam! Yes! Loam! Tell me why. Why is it coming from the kidneys? How do you know this? So if it's coming from the kidneys, that means we're in a state of metabolic acidosis. Can I go to the bathroom? No! Should have gone before class. The kidneys are not releasing enough bicarbonate? Yeah, I'll give you that. Right. We'll go with that. That's fine. Your bicarbonate's low, which means that you don't have enough bicarbonate, right? So yeah, you're right. So don't have enough bicarbonate, your pH drops. But what about this? Why is our CO2 low? Why would our CO2 drop? What's your body trying to do? Your blood is acidic. The bicarbonate's not working, or you don't have enough bicarbonate to manage it. So what's our next step? You got to breathe off some CO2. Because remember, if you breathe off CO2, you have less carbonic acid, which means less acid in your blood, which means your blood becomes more basic. This is what we call metabolic acidosis with respiratory compensation. I have to release methane into the class and let me go to the bathroom? You better not! Oh, you better freaking not! So help me God, Krakow, you better not! Dude! Really? Krakow! Disgusting! Ugh! Nasty! Nauseating! Oh, God! I'll give you a perfect example of where we see a lot of this. Sepsis. What do you think this patient would look like? Let's go back. What kind of well, let's think about it. What kind of symptoms would you see with this patient? Their CO2 is low. What happens? What did we say with CO2? What kind of breathing pattern do you have that lowers your CO2? You breathe too quickly or not quickly enough? Too fast. Correct. Too fast. Also, Circle Leader, I'll do this for you. There you go. Oh, that was a bad one. Hold on. Wow! That one hurt. That one sounded like it hurt. Hyperventilation. Correct. Too fast. When you breathe too fast, you lose more CO2. So, part of our quote-unquote sepsis protocol. So some of the things that you can look at when you see a patient who is breathing super fast and has a fever, it triggers our septic protocol because they have a fever and they're breathing fast, which means that they have gone into a possible state of metabolic acidosis, and we need to treat that because that's an emergency. So these patients would be breathing pretty quickly. Lone Wolf, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Also, Tusky Bud, I see you. I see you. Rush, hey. If most mammals don't sweat, would regulate body temperature through panting be a big problem for pH management? It definitely would. All right, I'm gonna do one more. Actually, that doesn't quite work because you don't have values. Can't quite do that one. Hold on. Let's do that one. What do you guys think? What's our first step? Axo? Is that the Axo? The Axo? Hi. Can you ask a question? Sure. What's up? I'm acidic. Try again. Our pH is up. Remember, high pH equals alkalosis. Alkalotic. We are basic. Much like those people who order pumpkin spice lattes and wear Uggs with yoga pants. We are basic. So we're alkalotic. But where is the alkalosis coming from? Actually, hold on. I think I screwed this up. Oh. Maybe. This might not be right. I think I might have screwed this up. That should be high. Loam, you're so smart. Loam already figured it out. And actually, that was even with the screw up because your PaCO2 would be high. Unless your PaCO2 was low, in which case, it depends on the lab values. We'll tell you if it's compensated, non-compensated, where it's at with that. We won't do too much with that. But yes, Loam, you're correct. This is metabolic alkalosis with respiratory compensation. This stuff is super confusing when you first learn it. Noisy1, take care. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. What do you release when you burp? Is it CO2? My little nephew asked. No, it's not CO2. It's usually a mixture of just like gases in your stomach, like gastric gases. Just from things kind of dissolving and moving around. Just gas. This is the important stuff. We won't talk about too much. Don't focus so much on the compensation point. Focus on this. This is the important stuff. Knowing that changes in pH can be variable depending on whether or not it's your respiratory drive that's interrupted or your metabolic processes that are interrupted. And air. Yeah, there's also air in there too, correct. And whatever juices, whatever gases of something you just ate, which is why sometimes it can taste kind of good and kind of bad. Dude, Acer coming in with the tier 1 sub for 5 freaking months. Acer, you're coming into college here from the A to the Sir. I got you covered. Angelina the Badass. Are you really a badass? Thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. That scared you? Think about how it felt on my end. Scares me too. A burp is a mouth fart. Hold on a second. Excuse me. I feel a burp coming. Oh, better. Oh god, a little bloated. Farts in the butt, exhaling. Oh my god. My dad used to call farts bottom burps. I always imagine them as bottom burps. Axel, why are you saying no? Do you not like farts? Do you not find farts funny? They're hilarious. Amazing. They're so funny. Keep those farts inside of you? No, Axel, if you kept the farts inside of you, you would explode. Every once in a while, you just gotta take a second, lean over just a bit, and just let one rip.
Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, that's too bad. I actually didn't mean to hit that, but it works perfectly. When Cinder rages because someone doesn't like farts, this is a fart-friendly class. Damn it. Dude, OmniKey, I thought you left. You lied. You lied. You lied to me. OmniKey coming with the tier 1 sub gifted out to Dragoon. Dragoon, you're coming under Calicare from the drag to the oon. I got you covered. OmniKey, thank you. You did it. You came back. Well, where'd you go? You left class early? I'm not going to recap all this because I don't feel like doing it. So if you want to relearn, watch the VOD. I'm lazy. Plus, we got to finish Antechamber. But that's my short lecture on blood gases. Any questions? Questions? Questions, concerns, comments, grievances, last will and testament, winning lottery numbers, anything you want to tell me, now's the time. Looks like we're talking about lungs and blood. Sorry I was late. We're actually talking about base ABGs and acid-base balance. Can you save the pages and put them on Discord, please? They look like crap. I don't ever save these. Go back and watch them. Can you hold your breath and suffocate yourself? No, eventually you would pass out and your body would breathe on its own. You can sure as hell try, though. Anything? Yes. Give me your debit card details. Yes! Cinder's getting a new computer. Haha! Let me just get those fresh digits off that credit card. Don't forget the 3-letter security or 3-number security code on the back and the expiration date. That's all I need. All I need, go into your mom's purse and get it out. Don't actually do that. Don't actually do that. Collie card banking. Get a tablet. No, I like it this way. There's a certain charm to my horrible drawings. Do you not like my horrible drawings, Kai? Would you rather me draw more accurately? What's happening here? We were talking about blood gases, and now we're gonna play. We're gonna do this part. Dude, OmniQ, gifting our tier 1s up to Tusky. Tusky, but you're covered under Calicare from the clamps to the rudder, the rudders, auto rudders. I got you covered. Dude, OmniKey, thank you. Guys, spam the flops. Spam the flops. Just spam them.
Attention,
Oh
please.
god, I hit the wrong button. Oh, it's a disaster. Oh, this stream is just falling apart. Quality stream. Hitting the wrong button. Everything's falling apart. Disaster. Soiled it. Soiled it. Soiled. Soiled. But if you're getting a computer, no, I already have an. It was a joke. I already have a new computer. I got a new computer back in like April. I don't need a new one. I was saying because he was giving me his credit card details that I was gonna go out and use that to buy a new computer. But I don't need a new computer. My computer works great. Tusky, I've missed you too. I'm so glad to see you around again. I hope you're well. Guys, if you don't know Tusky, he's awesome. Go follow him. Running Claw, hey, welcome in. You know what else I sold? The dirt. Oh, no. You know, let's talk about. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not gonna go there. That joke. No, I'm not gonna do that joke. Tusky is stinky. Well, you would be stinky too if you swam around in water all the time. Makes people stinky. All right. Do you guys think we can? Do you guys think we can beat Antechamber today? We have like 5 puzzles left, and then we can play Talos Principle. But I can't play Talos Principle until I beat Antechamber. Did you guys enjoy that? Did you guys enjoy that lecture on blood gases? It's a little bit more technical, not really something that I guess the general populace knows about or needs to know about. I do think it is interesting to learn it, especially if you have any interest in going into medicine at any point. You will most likely learn about blood gases and ABGs, and you'll most likely be confused about it the first time, like everybody is. But it's actually kind of simple once you break it down. It gets really hard though when you have to start actually factoring numbers. So I didn't even give you guys, if you noticed, I didn't give you guys any values, just high or low. I didn't have to, you don't even need to know the values. You just need to know if they're high or low. But unfortunately, in the real world, they give us values, and you have to know how to interpret those values. I tried to keep it really, really, really straightforward. How long does this anesthesia last? Rush, what kind of anesthesia you get? Vinder Volley. Vinder Volley. Thinking the human body is too complicated? It's very complicated. Is it a good idea to be a little overweight, but not excessively in the winter, since it can get cold here in the winter? It doesn't hurt. Here's the problem when it comes with like weight, right? It becomes a problem when it starts to impact your daily functions, right? For example, you can be a little overweight and still be healthy, right? But if you become so overweight that you start having to worry about diabetes, blood pressure, kidney issues, all these other things that can come with with being obese, then it becomes an issue, and then it needs to be addressed. So yes, you can be healthy if you're overweight, but that doesn't mean that everybody who's overweight is healthy. You can have overweight people who are unhealthy, and one of the main factors for that could be their obesity. Along with a lot of other things too, but to say that obesity doesn't matter is it's disingenuous. It's not genuine. Because it does make a difference. It causes your blood pressure to go high, which puts strain on your heart. High blood pressure can cause issues with your kidneys, right? Because your kidneys are very fragile. The higher the blood pressure, the more it's going to damage those kidneys and those nephrons, right? If you're overweight or obese, your likelihood of developing type 2 diabetes increases as well. And we've talked about the damage that diabetes can do to your body. All that excess sugar just tears up all those little capillaries, including your kidneys. So it is important that you talk with your doctor about what is ideal for you. Have you ever stapled somebody back together? I have not, but I've seen it done. It's pretty straightforward. Thunder talked about injection location a couple weeks ago. No, don't take that out of context. You took it out of context. I've got a little gut and try to stay away from drugs. It's all about moderation, right? Moderation. But I'll give you a perfect example. Someone who weighs 300 pounds of fat versus someone who weighs 300 pounds of muscle, right? let me tell you, your body doesn't tell the difference between fat tissue and muscle tissue, right? So you very commonly you see patients like you see people who say are like bodybuilders, like I'm talking like those massive like world's strongest men bodybuilders, who have similar issues to people who are obese, because tissue is tissue. The more tissue you have, the more work it takes to manage all of that, the more stress it puts on your body, the higher the likelihood something's going to go wrong. I'll just say that. Cinder talks about how much ass he's seen in his career of nursing. I have seen a lot of butt. I've seen a lot of everything. I've seen a lot of butt. I've seen a lot of genitals. I've seen a lot of everything, both recreationally and professionally. Okay, let's switch over to Antechamber. Let me actually be a good streamer and fix this. Seen a lot of schmeat. I've seen a lot of schmeat. I've seen some really nasty schmeat too. Like, I can tell you, Magnus, if you want next time we're in a call together, Magnus, let me remind me to tell you about some of the stuff I've seen. just I can give you some stories about some really, really gross things. If you want to learn, if you want to hear about some of the nasty schmeat I've seen. Soul Guardian, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Oh god. Socks the dog thing, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Blixie Thunder, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Ah, it's loud. Ah!
Woohoo! Shazbot!
Ah, Jacob. Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out what story I want to tell. Raid Shadow Legends? No, I'm not doing. We are not a sponsored stream. You'll never go over that clip. Is that the clip that I said penis in? I think so. Have I listened to Lo-Fi before? I have. Tech, hey, welcome in. I'm trying to think of an interesting nursing story. I can tell. Oh, we try to finish this game. Have I told you guys the one about the first trauma I ever saw? I need to get in there. I'm pretty sure I need to get in there. Have I ever told you guys about the first trauma I ever saw? It was a chainsaw accident. Have I told you guys about that? So the first trauma I ever saw when I started working at the trauma center that I work at, we had a patient come in. He was trying to cut down a tree with a chainsaw, and something happened. I didn't quite get the full story, but he slipped, and he hit his forearm, right? So his forearm, the outer part of his forearm. And if you can think, so take your forearm, okay, and kind of put your palm facing out with the back of your hand facing your hand, okay? So kind of extend your forearm out. Go about halfway to the center of your forearm, right? So go like right in the center there. So halfway between your wrist and your elbow and halfway between the top and bottom of your forearm, okay? Now make a triangle that goes outward. He went about halfway through his arm. He didn't cut the whole thing off, but he got about halfway through with it. Actually didn't, surprisingly, missed, he only broke part of his bone and missed a lot of very important structures. He was chill. Dude, the guy was so chill. He was just sitting there, like, relaxed. So here's the thing, when you do, like, crazy, nasty traumas like that, your body protects you pretty well. But he was just sitting there relaxing as his arm is, like, gouged open with a chainsaw. It was awesome. I need to figure out how to get in here. I need to get down there. How do you avoid blood loss being an issue? It doesn't. Things don't bleed as much as you think they would, unless you're. I mean, some things do. Some things bleed way more than you expect them to, and some things don't bleed at all. All right, how the hell do I get in here? I need to get in there. I know I need to get in there. Dissolving itself. Have I ever had a squirter that shot blood across the room? Yeah. When you move, they move? Yeah. But I can't get them. I need them to move enough that I can get in there. I need to go down there. It's called, it said it was, the name of the puzzle is called Laying the Foundation, but can I do this? Does that break it? It does. That one will do. I think what bad is, it's cutting, it depends on what where you cut it and how you cut it. So different types of cuts, right, bleed a little bit differently depending on how clean it is. Mouth bleeds a lot, it does. So does your head and your nose. Let me in! Damn it, let me in! How does emergency surgery work? I've had a few surgeries and each one said not to eat stuff. If it's super emergent, it's one of those things we just deal with it later. But they usually will ask you when you ate last. But if it's the difference between going to surgery and dying, aspirating on food is the least of your issue. Let me in! I don't know how to get in here. Don't stop moving, I won't, but... See, it rebuilds faster than I want it to. Can't suck up the balls. This is like the one puzzle I need to beat. So I need to beat that one. I need to beat this one. Those are the only two I have left. At least until I find new ones. Try this. Done that one before. No, that's not where I want to go. See if I bring this through. Dude, Dragon's Bait, hey, welcome in. Thanks for the coffee. Delicious. Okay, now I have these. What I'm curious about is if that does replace something. Oh, die! Really? Was that easy? Oh. What in the hell? What? Ah! I ordered my Valve Index today. Awesome. I haven't actually done VR chat in a hot minute. I should probably get on there at some point. This is the steps to convincing people to put their COVID mask on. Crack, I'll give you credit for that joke. Nodes for rendering. Okay, but is there anything else there? Nope, that's just a dead end, okay. That should be it. This should be the last puzzle. Got an idea. Nope, I don't want to go that way. I just need some cubes. I need cubes. Oh god! I'm still missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I don't know what else I'm missing. Do you guys see any other cubes I haven't finished? It's this one, which is the end. BRC meetup? I should do that at some point. I've been really bad about like planning stuff like that. I feel like I'm not smart enough to tell, dude, trust me, this game makes you feel stupid. I don't want to go in there. So that's the end. We know where the end's at. Nope, I know that. I need to get, I think if I can get some blocks in there, like right in there, I can expand them out, then pull them back in to get rid of this. Then I can go through. But I need to find some blocks. Also, we haven't been down here in a hot second. Oh, it's this one. Oh my god, I screwed that up. Oh, here we go. sure a lot like to meet up with you and just hang out because you're nice and chill. Oh, Zilla, thank you. I should probably do that. Talos was pretty easy. It was easy at first. I'm trial speedrunning it, laser puzzle. I'm gonna play Talos Principle at some point. We're actually gonna play that today. We're gonna play Talos Principle. Let's see if this works. Oh, it does! Yes! Yes! When moving on, we move on when there's nothing left to learn. Guys, I think we beat it. Finally, we beat it! Gonna have a Moose style stream or a Moss style stream in VR. Dude, streaming in VR like that is difficult. Whoa. I love these teleporters. I think they're so neat. What is this one? Light blue. Oh. Crap, I forgot which one it was! Was it white? Yeah, it was white. There we go. Game hurts my head. So yeah, so these are teleporters. So when the screen goes completely covered, it teleports you. So like, for example, so this is purple and it looks like it's facing red. So that'll put me here next to green. So when I go through this, I push it up against it, boom, I'm on the green one now. Green one's gonna take me like back to purple. This is one of the first few things they teach you in this game is how the teleporters work. That's another thing. So these guys, right? So this is glass, right? But if you look at this, it lets you walk right through it. I like coming to your streams. They're entertaining and educational. Oh, well, Running Pie, I appreciate that. That's a super nice compliment. Thank you. So neat. What game is this? It's called Antechamber. Hey. That's so cool. Thanks for being sweet and patient with me. You're welcome. Thanks for stopping by and watching. Guys, we're in the end game now. trusting that that's going to be there. You have a warm blanket? Yeah, I'll go get one out of the heater. Oh god! I'm not Doctor Strange. I'm not a doctor.
Thanks for all the
Dude,
big brain
Mastermind.
content and fun so far, Cinder.
Mastermind
Can't
coming
wait
with
for
100
what's
bits.
to come, Cinder 7
110.
love.
Mastermind coming with 110 bits, making tuck stands. Look at that werewolf go. You're welcome. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. I appreciate it, guys. Also, Hudson Yeen, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Nurse Strange. I guess that works. We've beaten harder puzzles than this. I guess everything you've learned so far, compacting the one thing, that seems to be what's going to be generally how these puzzle games go, right? Let him hit the wall. Oh, it did hit the wall. Okay. Let me see if I do like this. Okay. So when I do that, when they go all crazy like that, it dissolves away, the wall goes away, then it reappears. Okay. So it's like poop, let's all come back. Ew, gross! But yes, you are correct. No! Okay. So it doesn't destroy this middle section. Oh, okay, I got it. I know what I need to do. I got it. I understand. Oh wait, what? Oh wait, no. Okay, so that's it. Okay, I got it. I understand. Done. Yes! Guys, we did it! It's like a pH level. Balance! Screw you, little ball thingies! Complicated problems are easier when solved, one step at a time. Ain't that the truth? Oh my Jesus. Well, we're in the end game now, boys. You've said that 3 times now. What is the actual? This is the actual end game. Okay, for reals though. For realsies. Oh my goodness. We can appreciate the entire journey by looking back at how far we've come. Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay, so that one's done. Oh, wait, do these all need to be triggered or not? They're blue. Okay, so they have to be untriggered. Okay. Those are important sheepies. Important sheep! Spam sheep! Oh wait, there's some sheep. There's some sheep. The door to your left moved. Yeah, this is the one, that's the one I need to open right here. That's the one I need to open. Okay. See what I gotta do. There we go. Guys, we've learned so much through this game. Wait. I'm gonna make a little reservoir here for myself. Let me get this up a bit. Assuming that did what I wanted to do. It did. I've seen a lot of butt. I've seen a lot of butt as a nurse. What is the oddest thing you've seen up someone's butt? Probably the Yankee Candle. I wasn't there for that, but someone had a Yankee Candle up their butt. And I wanted to know what flavor it was, and I never got an answer to that. What does this do, though? Big or small? Apparently it was one of the big ones. Can I bring these through? No, I can't. Okay. Yeah, I want to know what flavor it was, and I never found out. I should have filled that in. Okay. Then I assume I just take one of these to get back up. I don't think there was really any rhyme or reason to that. Humans are inventive things. Well, there's a reason why those toys, things like that exist, so that you can do it safely. You know what I mean? Like, we've invented things that do that, but safely. If you were smart, you would utilize those. I hear Andy Dick can guess the flavor of a popsicle by sitting on it. Hell. Every journey comes to an end. I have a black gun now. Oh, what? Whoa, what the hell? Womp, 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 womp. Reminds me of Manifold Garden. Absorb the black cube! Manifold Garden was definitely inspired. Dude, Manifold Garden was amazing. You're saying to eat the cube, which by the way, Neos, I ate a black hole BC. Oh, that's right, you forgot, Neos, you can like eat things. You were been working on that, right? With like the bellies and whatnot. Yeet. Okay, that definitely feels like Manifold Garden right there. The jumping down and it like going around on itself. What does it mean though? What does all this mean? Why did I do all this? The whole goal is to grab that one cube? Seems like it. No way, I want it back! No way! Give it back! I want it back! No, I want it back! Stop! Stop! No! No! All hail! Guys, I feel a little dizzy in here. Gonna make the antechamber logo. Calling it right now. Well, that's bright. That's a thing. Yes! 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 Another game beat. Although I do have to say, Chugaka, you helped. I will say that was like 85% me, 15% chat. I will give you guys 15% of the credit for beating this game because there were definitely some puzzles that you guys helped me with. I will give you that. But we still beat it. Still counts! Yes! Ah, dude, I remember playing this game back in college and I never beat it, and I'm glad I got a chance to come back and beat it. Oh, that's just it. It just ends. That's it. It just ends. Well. Guys, give me a hot second. I'm gonna go. Oh wait, I was muted for that. Oops. I was saying, hold on. I was saying, watch the sheep. There better not be any missing. Okay. Okay? Okay. You better not be eating my. I see you guys. You're eating my sheep. What the hell? I specifically told you not to. And what do? You do the one thing I tell you not to do. Almost just despite me. I see you. I see all of you. All right, guys. Let's switch over to the Talos principle. I see you! I see all of you! You guys ready for a new game? We played Antechamber for a hot minute. It took us like a couple streams to beat that game. Let's play Talos Principle now. Let's see how this one works. So if it's fun, I've heard a lot of good things about Talos Principle. Who's played it? Who's played Talos Principle? If you played Talos Principle, what do you think? Was it good? Was it worth it? Was it fun? All right, let me open this up. Probably gonna be super loud. Endgame is actually hard. Oh god! Oh my god! Oh my! It's so loud. It is so loud. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Oh my god, that was actually super loud. My ears! My poor ears! Also, now I can do this. We can put the chat back now. Hello. Bump it up just a bit. There's actually an Easter egg in the game that's supposed to be when Dev says they're furry for Crystal. Really? Okay. Alright, guys. Rip headphone users. I'm sorry, I knew it was gonna be loud. I tried to stop it. You had an airline, what would you call it? I'm making gag fan art. The floppy flyers. Uh-oh. My computer does not like this game. Shadow Fluffy Boy, no, I'm not stinky. Okay. Talos Principle, let's do it.
Behold, child,
Ah!
you are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden.
Okay, before you give me a whole lecture, let's do a few things. Do that. What's this? Triple buffering? What the hell? Sure, I'll do VSync. Build a view. Oh, always gotta be 100. Wait. I want to change. We'll see how that works. Ah!
Hear
Okay.
now my voice.
Does that sound too
and
loud? Does that
know
sound okay?
that I am your maker, and I am called
I'm not
Elohim.
stinky!
Seek me in my temple.
Let me just turn it down just a bit more.
If you are worthy.
Minor low compared to the game. How's that? Better? Better? Yes, no. You need me to turn the game down more. Before we start playing, I need to know. Does this sound okay? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Tom Martin, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Sounds good. Okay, good. Kevin Gurley, go to settings and turn up your movement speed. Oh. Well, this is definitely a departure from Antichamber, where Antichamber is very, like, minimalistic. This actually looks nice. Speedrun, yeah! Alright guys, I'm gonna go look at this pixel right here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and squat 20 times, and I'm gonna run into the corner, jump, and now we're at the end of the map. Congratulations, we beat the game. Logic check, wow. Well, that's just me. I got logic. Tangerine Boost, hey! It's Tango! Citrus! What's up, Tangerine? Guys, everybody say hi to Tango. If there's a mod, can you shout him out? Oh, okay, so you can't bring it with, okay. Okay. Trip!
Hyper cheese, 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 hyper cheese.
You know what happens? Oh god! Dude, Dude, Tangerine Boost gifting out a tier 1 sub to Sugaka. Sugaka, you're covered under collar care from the flops to the beans. I got you covered. Tango, thank you. Thank you, Tango. Also, Trip, you know what happens when you eat a lot of cheese? You know what happens when you eat a lot of cheese? You do that. That's what happens when you eat a lot of cheese. Cosmic Play, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock, welcome in. What did you miss in the classroom? We talked about blood gases. That's it, that's the first puzzle. Easy. Can I jam this? We're just jamming everything up in here. Did you check to see if there's any leash laws in this park? No! Better not tell on me!
All across this land, I have created trials for you to overcome. And within each, I have hidden a sigil. It is your purpose to seek these sigils, for
And seek them I
thus you
shall.
will serve the generation.
Everybody do the flop. Everybody do the flop. Everybody do the flop.
Dude, Tangerine, holy crap! Tangerine coming out with 5 gifted tier 1 subs to the community. Tango, what the hell? Thank you. Dude. Okay, Tango. Slow it down a goddamn second so I can keep track. Tangerine gifted out 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Oh crap, hold on, it ran up on me. AJ Cat, Gurglerg, Ip Quarks, Phase Eagle, Running Paul, you guys are all covered under collar here thanks to Tangerine. From the flops to the beans, I got you covered. Dude, Tangerine coming in with the tier 1, the Twitch Prime sub for 8 freaking months. Tangerine, from the orange peel skin to the citrusy center, I got you covered under collar care. Enjoy your Uber sheep. I'll make you. I'll squeeze all the pulp out of you. I'll make you into juice. And then I'll drink you. And then I'll pee you out. Yeah. How you gonna like when you're getting flushed down the toilet with some poop? Huh? Is there a secret back here? Are there secrets? If I was a game developer, I'd hide a secret back here. I need to collect sigils. Okay. Okay. I can do that. Are they gonna give me any direction, or do I just go and do it? Okay, so I need to get the L's and the triangle. 2 L's. Let's start over here. Kind of open world. Okay, I can deal with that. Let's go get our Tetris piece first. Peephole. Peep. People think your stream to be loud, but I would say to those people, clears throat. Y'all think that his stream is loud? Try working on a ramp at an airport on a wind. Is my stream loud? I always worry that my stream is either too loud or too quiet. If it's too loud, let me know. I'll turn it down. Let me guess, I can't take this through, can I? No, I cannot. Okay. Where's my goal? Where am I trying to get to right now? That he's jammed. Don't worry about him. Ah! Ah! Okay, so there's the piece. So I need to... Okay. Game is pretty challenging. I like challenges though. Oh wait, no, now I can do this. I think, Vexer, I think we'll be able to figure it out. I think we'll be able to figure it out. I think we will. I mean, we beat Antechamber. Antechamber is like one of the hardest games out there. Look at that. We already got a sigil. Look at that.
You will not need this sigil to open the gate to my temple.
Ooh.
But it may serve you in times to come.
No. No. So fast. Game is good, but goddamn, did I spend hours in a single puzzle? I'm sure that'll happen. You like challenges, Geometry Dash? There's a difference between challenging because it makes you think and challenging because it's just repetition. Not a fan of games that just pound repetition over and over again until you get it.
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys.
Done!
They are the sigils of our name. Each brings you closer to
The
eternity.
QR codes you can scan for a little story too. I don't care about story. It's a puzzle game. I just want to do puzzles. I don't care about story. You can turn your player speed even faster. I play full speed and try to solve puzzles in about 10 minutes. Neat. Okay, well, we're done with that, I guess. Done. Done. Don't have the pieces for that, but there's some in here. Story is you're a robot and God wants you to solve puzzles. Okay, good enough for me. Still a better story than Twilight. So that shut that off. Easy.
Well
Dude,
done,
we're just
child.
pounding these out.
Only one more sigil is needed.
Okay. Boom! Easy!
My temple awaits you, child. Go forth. My child, you do not need to collect all
Yeah,
sigils
well,
at once.
You don't need to
You
talk
are
to
free
me.
to return to this place whenever you choose.
Well, I'm gonna do it now. Can't stop me. Yeah. Oh my god! That scared the hell out of me.
Guardians of this land may harm you, but do
That
not
scared me.
resent them. for they are my servants, and they challenge you only so that your faith might be strengthened.
Yeah, I didn't know they were gonna come at me so quickly like that. No, damn it, that didn't do that. Go back that way! Quick, hurry! Done.
You are most diligent. Perhaps this trait will serve you well in times to come.
Alright, I can't go there yet. Is that it? Did I do them all? Yes! Oh. Tetris! Actually speedrunning the game. Well, for now, because it's the early levels. I have a quick question. The candy that is miniature version of the original is called Fun Size. What's so fun about getting less candy? I don't know! Somebody got paid a lot of money to come up with that marketing, and it should have been me. There are signs on the walls at the airport that light up in rain and snow, so if the plane gets too close, the jet bridge won't connect properly. During a storm, they flash. Really, what are you talking about? Game gets super hard. Oh, I'm sure it does. I'm actually really excited for it to get hard. Don't take that out of context! Hey, my hands! 47 million distributed resources found. Wow. List, resources. Okay, question. Does any of this matter, or is this just store? Is this just lore? Pay attention to the computers, it's the only lore. Okay. Hi again. I'm sorry if I was a little odd at the meeting. I know you were nervous, but the truth is that so was I. This may be hard to believe, but you intimidate me. You're so young. You've already accomplished so much. If the situation wasn't so grim, I might have even been jealous. There's also something I wanted to clarify. I realize that, normally speaking, I'm a head researcher here, but this is your project, and everyone will respect that. And yes, I know, you're not used to working like this, but as of today, you're in charge. No pressure, G. Let's do this. Nadia. You keep saying don't take that out of context, people are gonna take— No! Stop it! Athena.6 text. Chapter 6. Athena in the Garden of the Hesperides? Hesperides? Do not trust them. They moved with such grace, such nobility, that it was hard not to follow them further into this strange garden of gears and cogs. They led her to a place where the crowns of the brass trees seemed to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grew a smaller tree, made of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grew a single golden apple. This apple, the nymphs said in unison, their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes, and not a few villains, have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step. You must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom is its unending folly. Who would take this burden upon themselves? Some say that Hercules, gazing upon the stars, and wept. Oh yes, there's tons of both Greek and Christian symbolism in the game. Okay, they also give you clues. Well, speak with context, and then you don't have to worry about it. People take words out of context. You heard cock? I didn't say cock. The way I see it, the world doesn't come with a manual. You gotta figure it out for yourself. A bit here, a bit there, put it together, try to make sense of it. I'm pretty sure there is a truth, but that doesn't really mean anyone who claims it know it. That doesn't mean everyone who claims to know it really does. Then again, it doesn't. Okay, whatever. I'm not really big on having to read my lore. I prefer my lore to just be spoon-fed to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Understand is strong with. What was the first? The MLA system is designed to primarily sort and classify data, and I don't want to know all this stuff. I just want to go back to solving puzzles. I wanted to stop taking my words out of context.
Step into the light, child, and my temple will be revealed to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get all the puzzle pieces first. Already taken now, damn it! Stop it! Duo Bombasticus. Okay, so there's 3 of those guys. Look at them. Bunch of idiots. Hey, stupid! There's a wall there! Yeah, you too, dummy! Okay, I see. I used to work on a ramp at the SLC, is that Salt Lake City, I'm assuming? During snowstorms, some planes would get too close to the terminal, but it failed miserably because the lights were so bright it would confuse. Dude, I almost went into air traffic controller at some point. It's something I had considered. I know it's hard not to chase balls, but trust me, you don't want these. I'm not gonna chase the balls. I have self-restraint, thank you. I knew it! I knew it! Damn it, I knew it! Ah! Okay. All those are done. All those are done. Is there any more? Yeah, that's it. Into the light I go! Whee! Alright, Holly, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Floppy Flock. Welcome in. Wait, what? Oh, there we go.
You walk now upon the stones of my temple, whence many gates lead. And know that I have other temples, for my garden is greater than your eye can encompass. And all these worlds I made for you.
Wow. Well, thank you. It says in the upper left corner at the teleporter, there's a list on the right. Yeah, I got that one. I got that. See, I got them all. So now we're gonna go to level 2. There's 3 in there. Whee!
Let this be our covenant. These worlds are yours, and you are free to walk amongst them and subdue them. But the great tower, there you may not go. For
Well, you
in
know,
the
I want to
day
go
that
there
you
now.
do, you shall surely die.
Beep beep, beep beep, beep 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 beep, beep beep beep, beep beep, beep beep beep. Take a close look at the plants. calming. Kind of reminds me of The Witness. The graphics, the layout. Okay, question. How important is the story? Let me rephrase that. Is it worth reading all this stuff about the story? Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't like having to work for stories. I like when it's like just given to me. How much of it, okay, let me ask then. It's integral to the game. How much of the story do I have to seek out versus how much of it that I need to know is spoon-fed to me? Also, yeah, Todd, The Witness is good. I never beat it. I need to finish it. I might just read the part when you first interacted with a computer. Wait, so go back to the computer and read more? Beep beep, beep beep. Beep beep. Bye, Shadow Fluffy Boy, take care! God, see, I don't want to do all this. Captain Grumpy, take care! Sure, let's begin certification program. 2 plus 2 equals 4. What is the subjective reaction to this image? Intent. What best describes a person? A human being, a being of negative entropy, a problem-solving system, a citizen, a rational animal. We're definitely not rational. A problem-solving system. Because the problem is living. You walk through the desert and come across a thirsty traveler. His eyes bulge from slow dehydration. You have water, but you're not sure how far it is to the next oasis. What do? Kill him and collect his butt. Oh my god! Oh my god! Offer all the water. Ask what you're doing in the desert. Ugh, crap. Give him half. Part 1 of the certification process is complete. You'll complete a notification when Part 2 has been generated. Okay. Talos principle.txt. Whether it's true that the Talos constructed the giant Talos, or as others say, he was the creation of Ephesus. I cannot read Greek. What may be certain is that he was made of bronze, and he had one vein within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some would claim was quicksilver, and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, has all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition, he spoke and could be spoken to, and his wishes and desires had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of Argonauts, I say Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If, then, a machine may have all the properties of a man, act as a man, well, driven only by ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, And does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? Contradicts all schools of metaphysics. Yet, Jesus, this is too deep for me. The big ass walls of text are not important. They just give details. Okay, good. Okay. So I want to know what I need to do to understand the story and what I don't need to do to understand the story. So let's do this. Let's continue on. Whoa, like glitched out. I'm assuming you figured out the nature of the world you're in? Not quite. I'm assuming we're gonna be in some kind of like computerized world, right? Give me that puzzle piece!
You are learning, as is your purpose. But your choices must be your own. Therefore, I will not guide you, unless it is necessary.
Okay. How am I doing today, Derek Hale? Hey, welcome in. I'm doing great. How are you? Collect the divine Tetris blocks. Yes, Tetris. Oh God! What? No, I beat that. Come on. I'm as happy as a werewolf. I've been buying games left and right. I got a new haircut. Oh, nice. Doesn't it feel good to get yourself cleaned up? Question is, will they kill each other? Find out. They sure will. They sure will! The interesting stuff in the log files of the people who created the simulation and why they created it, the rest is all philosophical stuff. Yeah, I assumed already that I'm in a simulation, just based on the way it's glitched now. Whoa, what the hell? Get away from me! Hey, dummy, where are you going? Show me the right spot. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, level 2, part 2 of the certification program. Sure. Since a person is merely a problem-solving machine system, we could, in principle, build a person out of bits of strings and tin cans? Disagree. A person is under no authority other than that to which they consent. Jesus. These are some heavy questions. Person is under no authority other than that to which they consent. Yeah, sure. Quality of life of a person's ought to be maximized. Yes. Value is discovered. Sure. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. We also work for it, but sure, okay. The liberty of persons ought to be maximized. Yes. Value is created. No. Beep beep, beep beep. Grandfather, hey, what's up? Are there other puzzles over here? Sacrificial table. I feel like someone spent a lot of time making this beautiful scenery, just so you can only do a few puzzles and just kind of move on. You don't really get a chance to like see all of it. Oh, there's another one this way. Ah, there it is. The guards must be crazy. Oh, God! My photograph! I screwed that up. I screwed that up. I went too fast. We'll do it again. Oh, God damn it. Alright, we're gonna beat this level. I understand what I need to do. I'm moving too fast. I need to go slower. I'm impatient. Yelda, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Flobby Flock. Welcome in. Now let's wait. Well, let's see. We can bring it out here. That's it. There you go. Done. Is that it? Did we do them all? There's something over here. What's over here? Your notifications are so cute. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, let's not glitch out on them. Don't do that. Where you going, buddy? There's nothing chasing you. Slow down. Now I gotta move quick.
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule, write letters to the future, so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now, bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
Huh. I think we're done with that spot, though. Yep, we got them all. Oh, there's a lot. Alright. Let's go do... how many are there? 5? 4. What do the stars mean? Are the stars extras? What do the stars mean? Bonus. Under one notification design reminds me of the character design of the webcomic. Wait, which one are you talking about? Let's do this. I think this is a good place to end. For now. Does it automatically save? Does it automatically save when you come back? Assuming it does. I'm just gonna assume that it saves. It saves automatically? Okay. Oh, let's find out who we're gonna raid. Let's hand you off over to someone else. We finally beat Antechamber, and now we get to move on to Talos Principle. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this. I've been looking forward to playing this game for a long time. You guys want to do, you guys want to raid Tristan? He's playing Dark Souls. You want to watch Tristan, Fastest Furs? We could do Fastest Furs. I actually don't, are they doing like a marathon at the moment? Oh, I'm getting an ad. Of course, the pre-roll ads! There's only one thing I want pre-rolled, and it's not ads. Is multi-streaming? Yeah, let's do multi. He's playing Phasmophobia with Axel, Quint, and Hazarino. Yeah, let's go to multi. Let's go scare multi. Guys, let's go to multi. Let's do Cinder 7S. Don't get spooked. Cinder 7S. There's our raid message, guys. Check out the webcomic House Pets. I have been reading that one for a long time. Way ahead of ya. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Let's go hit up the discharge desk. I hope you guys learned something today. I hope you enjoyed the lecture. I hope you enjoyed the games, the streams, hanging out. I might stream tomorrow. I don't know. I might take tomorrow off. We'll see. I gotta work this weekend, but so either tomorrow or Monday. Next stream will either be tomorrow or Monday. Until then, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the bits. Tangerine, you freaking killed it today. What the hell? You guys are awesome. I will see you guys in a couple days. Until then, stay safe, wear a mask, social distance, wash your damn nasty paws. Take care of yourself. Alright guys, bye.
To you.